Yes, we are back. It is the Heaven Hollywood experience with the king of media, Heaven Hollywood. That's me. Gonna wait for y'all to get in here because we about to get into a few things. What's up, Coco Vixen? First one to speak. While we're waiting for the room, just let me know where you from, where you checking in from. Haven't gone live in a minute. We're here at lunchtime, going live lunchtime. So we got a few things to touch on. Chloe Bailey's trending. She obviously saw my videos, liked one of my tweets. So she's seeing the tweet. She's seeing your boy supporting. Let me know where y'all are coming to me from. Should be seeing y'all popping up shortly. Bronx, but you're in Trinidad. What's going on? What going in Trinidad? I'm sure the weather's much nicer. What's up, Bobby Ruffin? They ain't me. They ain't Bobby Ruffin. Bobby Ruffin said, ain't nobody come to see you, Heaven. You ain't me. You ain't Bobby Ruffin. D-Town in the building. Bobby said, ain't nobody come to see you, Heaven. They came to watch the Heaven Hollywood Spirit. Ain't nobody come to see you, Heaven. What's up, Reese? I know you've been busy, girl. I appreciate whatever time you have available. Got to get some of these people in order. All praise the due to Allah, and that's a blessing. I was today years old when I found out that Ruby Rose was the baddest chick on Instagram. Where the hell I been? Bobby Ruffin, why ain't you tell me? All y'all are coming here that y'all are into Instagram and y'all know who these people are. You know I'll be knowing who half these people are. Bobby Ruffin. Yes. Darius, stop playing with me. Don't play with me, Darius. No, I used to be in a singing group. Don't play with me. Nah, man, I didn't know about no Ruby Rose. The only Ruby Rose I knew was the freaking one with the short hair, the actress that be playing in all the lesbian scenes. I didn't know that. First of all, I know that's who she's called. I saw her face before, but I didn't know she was giving it up like that. Okay, so that's why I seen him before. So that's the one that everybody was saying with DDG and was in it with Holly Bailey. Ah, now I get it. No wonder DDG was all up in that face. Yes, Jesse finally made it. Everybody, welcome to the show. It's the Heaven Hollywood Experience. I am your host, Heaven James Clark, aka Heaven Hollywood. So we got a couple of things we're going to touch on today, and I'm going to let y'all go on about y'all's business. But we do want to touch on a few things. Let's see. In music, Chloe's trending. Cardi B's trending. We're going to talk on the trending topics. We also got another Nicki Minaj and NBA Youngboy release at midnight. And I have to say, I am very interested to hear how Youngboy sounds on this beat. I mean, because Nicki Minaj is going to be Nicki Minaj. So she sounded, from what I heard, perfect on it. You know, Nicki can rap on any beat. But it's going to be interesting to hear because this beat to me comes off as kind of like a 90s party type song. So I want to hear one of these young boys, you know, one of these young guys, the James Brown of rap, NBA Youngboy. You can understand shit that nigga saying. A lot of people say, yeah. I'm like, I can't hear NBA Youngboy on this song. What's up, young? So the James Brown of rap, NBA Youngboy, is going to be on this record tonight. Now, ain't even got to really listen to Nicki's part because I already know what she's giving. Just from that little bit that I heard, I said, yeah, okay. I already see where this is going. Hold on. Let's make a banner. And we're going to start it off with Nicki Minaj and NBA Youngboy WTF. All right, so this is what's dropping at 12 midnight. Now, I don't even want to play the clip because it seems like they don't bother nobody but me. So I'm not even going to bother playing the clip. What little bit of clip I heard, hold on. You know? But this sounds like some shit that'll come on at the party. Hold on, y'all. This sounds like some shit that'll come on at the party. Okay, so wait a minute. That was jump. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. This don't sound like the same song. That don't sound like the same song. Did y'all hear that? No. That don't sound like the same song. So are people just going on Twitter and just adding Nicki's part? Because I've never heard that song. Okay. Y'all don't hear it? All right. Let me go and share this screen. This little part. So nobody heard what I just played? Only 25 people in there? Hold on. So none of y'all heard that I play. Y'all hear it in the background? Hold on. All right. Oh, okay. So then I don't know how Nicki's part goes. Oh, and then ain't no need of me. There's no need of me. There's no need of me doing that then, because this sound. Now I had never heard of this song where she mentioned when she shot out her brothers or whatever. I never heard this song before. Shout out to my brothers, Jelani and Makaya, or whatever I think she said in the rap. I had never heard that song before in my life. Thank you, Darius. I appreciate you. So people are out there just taking random verses and saying that it's Nicki's new verse on Youngboy. But I guess the one that Youngboy released, I guess that's the real one. So we'll listen to a quick version of that because hold on. Take a listen to Youngboy. Little clip he gave out. Yeah, now this sounds like a Youngboy beat. I'm thinking.
Hold on, I can drop 20 play wrong, put on. Look at what you saying, need a pen in the bag, got a whole lot of money stuffed down in the bag, got a brand new whip, cash out on a jag. But I'm knowing if I buy, need to getting on my ass. Central booking nigga cutting up in the page. Gate talk, dumb, hit his face with the toothpaste. Go non-stop, young nigga got a toothpaste. 350, this hit a nigga with the blue.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that's gonna be the beat. Y'all heard that? Was y'all able to hear that? Hey, what's up? What's up, Lori? Now put a 1 in the chat if y'all was able to hear that. Damn, y'all responding slow. Okay. All right. So that sounded fire. That sounded fire. So if that's the beat Nicki's rapping on, we know what we're about to get. We're about to get the scat rap Nicki flow. The scat rap Nicki flow is the flow she hit on the second part of her verse on Blick Blick. That's what I call the that's flow number 4 on the 5 flow dynamo chart. You know she got 5 flows. That's flow number 4. So that's her scat rap flow. So that's the flow she's going to be hitting on this song. We already know what she's going to do. She's going to abuse this beat. Now, Youngboy, again, Youngboy didn't sound bad. I'm not really a big Youngboy fan. And it's just whenever them two, now he's not on Atlantic anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see the numbers with him and her now that they're not on Atlantic compared to the numbers when they were in Atlantic, because I never was able to figure out why these two together, especially we already know the impact Nicki and her fan base has, and then NBA Youngboy was like the king of YouTube. So I never ever wondered why it was like the views weren't like freaking 24 million in the first day, and why the song never really went high on the charts. It's going to be interesting to see now that dynamic of them two together without him being on Atlantic. I'm very interested in seeing, because the other 2 songs, she had her fan base then as well. The last song she just did with him was only about 2 years ago. Youngboy was already Youngboy by that time. Yet and still, the song didn't really do anything on the charts and or on YouTube. Now, if they come out, right? If they come out together and this song just miraculously does better than all the other songs that they put together, they did together, I might look at that funny and say, what was his label doing when they put them other records out? Because when they put the other records out, he was on fire. That last record they put out together, not the one that when she was pregnant, the one after that. When they put that record out, he was already on fire, and he was like the #1 YouTube star. Now, we already know Nicki's going to be Nicki. And you already know she brings a total different fan base to the party. So I was wondering, how in the hell did that song not get to #1, but Trolls did? And then I remembered what label he was on. So it's going to be very interesting dynamic. No, he's not on Atlantic anymore. He's not on Atlantic anymore. This is his first release on his new label. I think he's on Motown now. I think he's on Motown now. Let's see what label is NBA Youngboy on. If he's not on Motown, he's on Capitol. He's now on Motown. Yep. The 23-year-old MC has officially inked the deal with Motown Records. This was on October 2022. And although the exact terms of the contract have not yet been released or disclosed, sources told Variety signing was highly competitive. Youngboy will begin releasing music on Universal Music Group owned label. So now they're both under the same conglomerate. And this is the reason why. Remember, they had a lot of records together. NBA Youngboy, because of his affiliation with Baby, NBA Youngboy and Nicki Minaj recorded like 6 or 7 records. Now remember she had a whole bunch of records with Uzi, and because of Atlantic, her and Uzi kind of like all those records didn't come out, and they weren't giving her permission to release her remixes on Atlantic. So she has a lot of records with artists on Atlantic. The only time Atlantic was letting her release these records is when she was with Meek. Remember when she was dating Meek? And I think her and Meek put out like this mixtape or something. But now he's under Universal Music Group, which is to say she's under Universal Music Group as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do, how these numbers do. We already know it's going to go number 1 on iTunes, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about at the end of the week where it's going to chart at. And if it charts around the same number as their first 2 joints, okay. But if it goes up there and it charts like 2 or 3 or 1, you have to ask yourself, what was the difference? It was only 2 years ago her and Youngboy came out with a record before. So that's going to be interesting. And they said a music video. Someone just said music video. Thank you for that information. Hold on, y'all. Oh, my God. Give me 1 second. All right. So we're going to see about Atlantic and how he does on this new label. Shout out to him for signing with Motown. I heard he got roughly between 40 and 60 million. But the sign was probably more than 40 because I think Atlantic was offering him 40. So I believe he got around 60 mil. So shout out to him. Be looking for that tonight, midnight. It's called WTF. It's Nicki Minaj and NBA Youngboy. Let's see. I wanted to go to this Chloe Bailey thing. And I have to give props. I'm not really a big fan, but I got to shout out the page. It's Ken Barbie. Because they put up something, and Chloe, they put up a TikTok from, it actually wasn't their TikTok. It was from the Chloe Bailey Room. From the Chloe Bailey Room TikTok. But Ken Barbie was the first one to post it, and it kind of went viral on TikTok. And Chloe Bailey went and liked his post. And this is the same thing that I've been saying. This is why I said the people who come up with all these excuses, right? The people who come up with all these excuses for why they don't like Chloe Bailey, right? And they want to say stuff like, oh, She's doing too much, right? She's doing too much. She wasn't like that, and Chloe and Holly, she comes off as not authentic. It doesn't seem authentic with her. All of a sudden, she's this sexual deviant. Well, I just want you guys to take a look at this. And I said to myself, if you really watch Chloe and Holly, Chloe's always wore her clothes a little tighter. She's always grinding her hips a little harder. But she was young, so she really couldn't do anything back then, right? Let me show y'all what Ken Barbie posted.
Goes down, shines so bright when no one's around. Love's what I wanna hold on to. Love is you. One love is money. Here gonna rise up singing. I wanna live damn free. I need to do what my girls do. I'm being so stupid right now. Too much information, gotta keep it to a little bit. Too much information, but you know
Look.
Here we are, take it down. Know how to keep it cool. Know how to keep it cool. So come on, baby, let's get down like that. Won't you live tonight for the rest of your life? A busy boy, tiptoe around the hater, I laid on the beat. Sun on your enemies, good vibes only. Love me. Won't you love me? It's a new life. It's a new life. It's a new life.
No different. No different. She's just now older and solo. No different. No different. This is what I've been saying. She is no different from what she has been. So for the people who say, oh, I don't like her because now she's doing too much and she's not authentic. Look at that. Shout out to Ken Barbie. Look at that. You're going to tell me this girl from when she was 10 or 11, she was always more extra than Holly. She was always more extra than Holly. From the beginning. You see, it's people who was never even following. They were never even following them with Chloe and Holly. But is this the type of generation we're living in? The social media era where everybody wants to hop on and pick a side. When they weren't even following Chloe and Holly back then. Anybody that's been following them, they're not surprised by by Chloe. They're not surprised. Ever since her butt started forming out, and started getting bigger, and Holly never really grew a ass back there. Ever since Chloe, she was forming out, that's when she was swimming. But she was doing it even before then. So what are people talking about when they say, oh, she's doing too much? All of a sudden, she's trying to throw this sexual persona on us out of nowhere when that's not even her persona. She couldn't give you that persona before she was 16 years old or 17 years old. But even in the Do It video, when they were of age, they had men walk around with no shirts on, pressing up against them, putting their hands on their chest. You gonna tell me you didn't see it then? That's all they are. The bottom line is this. Y'all did not, all the Chloe haters, she did not start, and somebody brought this out to me, and I'm definitely in agreement with him. She did not start receiving this hate until she did the bussin' challenge. When people started seeing all the ass Chloe had, all the natural ass, all of a sudden, people started hating her. She did not start receiving hate until that bussin' challenge. That Erica Banks bussin' challenge. When everybody saw, oh my God, that's natural? And she knows her ass is fat too? That's when people started disliking her. That's when people started disliking her. They don't feel that way about Holly. See, Holly can wear the same thing Chloe wears, and Holly can do the same dance Chloe does, but they'll just say, oh, Holly's so cute, because Holly's body isn't intimidating. Holly's body isn't intimidating. And their man ain't going to be looking at Holly Bailey's body. See? Their man ain't going to leave them for somebody built like Holly Bailey. But he just might leave them for somebody built like Chloe Bailey. Meanwhile, half the girls that are criticizing are either don't have the body Chloe has, or went and got enhancements, and now they have that, but they got it from enhancements or shots or BBL, and Chloe has it naturally. Because there's no other reason that anyone should be hating on this woman. She's talented. She writes her own song. You can't say she's got a ghost writer. This, that, and other. She writes her own songs. She sings and don't lip sync. So you can't say, oh, because she lip syncs. She takes away all the excuses. She does her own production. She's not light-skinned. She kept her dreads. She didn't go cut her dreads off trying to be something she's not. Kept her dreads. A black woman. She didn't try to be nothing else. She didn't try to water herself down, start lightening up her skin, straighten her hair, or cut her dreads out. She's flopping because of what I've said every other time. Because people are sabotaging her. People want to see her fail. You have to remember, you're living in the social media era where people come on and start seeing a whole bunch of people saying, oh, she's a flop, she's this, and then they jump on and do the same thing. There were people online streaming other people's music just so Chloe couldn't get streams. There were people purposely going and streaming. Oh, we're not going to stream Chloe Bailey. Why? And social media is pretty much running music now. Social media is where you buy music now. Social media is where you promote your music. That's why. Because more of her people are more hating on her than supporting her. It has nothing to do with her quality or talent. It's a group of people, a big group of people, I don't think it's the weak promotion because she been this album's supposed to have came out since how long? She put out how many different promotional songs? And she also made the announcement this album was coming out a month in advance. And then she released promotional singles and did performances. I don't think there was nothing on the promotion. There's people who release songs a week before they come out. And the song goes to number one. Or the song still does well. I don't think it was that at all. I think it's exactly what I said. And that video, like I said, the video I showed you, you see, this is how weak-minded and scary people are. They just don't want to stand on their shit and say, listen, I don't like her. I'm jealous. I don't like her. I'd have a way lot more respect instead of coming up with all these excuses that just got debunked. I just debunked every excuse that people said, oh, well, no, I just don't like her because she's not authentic. The way she's acting, that's not the way she used to act. Just showed you a video that showed you otherwise. She's always act like that. She's always act like that. All the other reasons that they say they don't like other people. Oh, she's fake. She got a fake body. She don't got a fake body. She can't really sing. She be lip syncing. She don't lip sync. She don't got a ghostwriter. She's not light skinned. Oh, she's gonna cut off her dreads and change and whitewash herself. Didn't cut off her dreads. Again, I don't know why Beyonce hasn't done a song, but you have to look at Beyonce recently. Ever since Savage, has Beyonce done a song with anybody? Holly's also coming out. I bet you Beyonce don't do a song with Holly either. It seems like Beyonce is on some You just figure it out for yourself, shit. Because whenever Holly drops new music, I guarantee you Beyonce won't be on it, won't be on that album. Again, their 3 albums did not sell. So for everybody that's talking about, oh yeah, when she was with her sister, blah blah blah, they put out 3 albums. So people try to say, oh, she went solo too soon. They put out 3 albums. They've been singing together since they're 10. How long would you like them to sing together? How long would you like Chloe and Holly to sing together? They put out 3 albums that didn't sell. So for people saying, oh, because she should have stayed with her sister. Why? Y'all wasn't buying their music? Y'all was not buying their music. They're just coming piling on Chloe because Chloe's the one trending. You don't see Holly Bailey trending. Everybody says they love Holly Bailey so much. She just was on the cover of Entertainment Weekly. I didn't see Holly Bailey trending. She's getting ready to be the first black Little Mermaid. She was on the cover of Entertainment Weekly. I didn't see her trending at all. They all say they like Holly better. But whenever Holly drops a picture and Chloe drops a picture, or when Chloe drops a cover and Holly drops a cover, why does Chloe always do more numbers than Holly? If everyone likes Holly better. Because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. What's up, Ashanti? Thanks for coming. If they like Holly better, why when Holly dropped a picture of her and DDG, or when Holly dropped that last cover that she dropped, why did the Chloe cover, who had dropped, I think she dropped the cover maybe 3 days after or a week after, why did the Chloe cover get way more views and comments than the Holly cover if everyone likes Holly better? It's bullshit. So that's that. Let me see what that banner was. That one was basically so all that stuff about I don't like her because she's not authentic, and I don't like her because you see the video right there. Chloe she been the same way. When I did my video, go check my video out. Chloe is no different than Bobby Brown. When New Edition was New Edition, and they were singing, "Cool it now, oh, watch out." They had them big old McDonald's smiles on, and they had them big old bow ties and the suit jacket. whenever you see Bobby Brown, Bobby would always have his jacket unbuttoned. All of them had their jackets buttoned, but Bobby would always have his unbuttoned. And then when they do their little hip movement, Bobby would always pump his hips the hardest. You could see it way back in the group. But yet and still, he was still a part of New Edition. He was still a part of New Edition. So he was still doing Mr. Telephone Man. There's something wrong with my line. And when I dial my baby's number. But when you see him do it live, he'll be grinding his hips, and the other boys wouldn't be grinding their hips. Bobby be grinding his hips because Bobby Brown was sexual from when he was young. So that's why when he went solo, and he came out and said, they say I'm crazy. I really don't care. That's my prerogative. They say I'm nasty, but I don't give a damn. Getting girls is how I live. We weren't surprised. New Edition fans were not surprised because we was like, this is Bobby. This always been Bobby since he was little. He was never on that group shit. He was just doing it because he's in a group. So we wasn't shocked. Everybody was like, oh my God, look at Bobby humping the ground. Yeah, he been humping the ground. He been humping the ground in New Edition. So anybody that has really been watching Chloe and Holly, they're not shocked by the way Chloe is. Only the people who didn't really watch them. The people, like she said, let me go to this interview that Chloe said. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to give people their credit because I don't want people to say, I'm using their shit without crediting. So that was a credit to Kim Barbie. This is FCK Yaya. FCK Yaya. I don't know what that is or what that means, but she has something very interesting on her page, or he. I don't know whether it's a he or she. Hold on. Here we go. This is Chloe talking about the backlash and the criticism. And this is how I know she been listening to my tweets. Well, number one, she liked one of my tweets. This is how I know she be watching my videos.
The thing is, the same people who say that weren't fans of Hallie and I when we had like our Ungodly Hour album out. The Kids Are All Right. So it's a bunch of people who are just putting in their 2 cents now just to really say things.
Right.
Because Sis and I, we've been underground for a minute, and the same people who, talk, they weren't around then or giving us our props then. And it's like now they want to talk trash for some reason. So I'm really protective over my sister and I. So I'm like, don't mess with us.
Yeah. I mean, even, can you talk about your team?
The thing is, the same people who say that weren't fans of Hallie and I when we had like Ungodly Hour album.
Exactly. That's exactly what I've been saying. That's exactly what I've been saying. They wasn't around when they was shooting in the gym. Them songs was going wood. Everybody was sitting around saying, you see them crowds they were playing to? Did you see them crowds that they were playing to? They was bringing them on when people were still trying to get home from work and get dressed. Oh, we can get there late because Chloe and Holly gonna be first. We can miss them. Who gonna be first? Yeah, Chloe and Holly, them two little girls that Beyonce signed. You know, them two little boring girls. Yeah, I can miss them. I don't care. I gotta go home and get dressed, girl. But here's the thing, Stella. Holly doesn't have a hate crew against her. So she's not going to do anything different. She's not going to do anything different. She's doing her movie, right? She's doing her movie. But because Chloe, and this is what I talked about yesterday with Rory and Mal and Joe Budden. It's the same type of bullshit games that this generation does. When she comes out, she's going to do better. So it's going to make it seem like she made better moves. But she's really not making any more different moves than Chloe's making. She's going to do a movie. She's going to say, I got a single coming out. She's going to promote the single just the same way Chloe promoting her single. But then people, because they want to make Chloe look bad, people that don't even listen to Holly, they're going to go out and stream the music on purpose. They know they don't listen to Holly. It's the same thing with Ice Spice and Lotto. Same thing. Now you see that the initial reaction is dying down and Ice Spice records starting to drop. But because everybody that didn't like Lotto had said, we'll show you, we're going to show you that Ice Spice is doing better than you. So when she dropped, people purposely went and streamed her music. Because I saw people typing, oh, let me go stream Ice Spice. Like just because they see something about when Lotto dropped her radio show. People said, let me go stream Ice Spice. Miss Banks. So people are going to say, oh, Holly came out with her boring ass music when everybody know good and damn well that they are not going to be into Holly's music. Holly going to come out, she's what, 23? She'll come out with these 35-year-old women music, come out sounding like Celine Dion, and she's in her 20s. Watch what I tell you. She'll come out with this mature-ass music that everybody knows, this slow, dragging ballads that everybody know good and goddamn well they're not into. You can like them both, but my point is this. She's going to look like her music is better. She's going to look like her music is better. When I listen to Holly, I fall asleep. If you tell me I can go see one or the other, I can go see Holly live, or I can go see Chloe live, I'm not going to see Holly. So I'm not saying you can't like them both. You can like whoever you want. My point is, she's going to make it seem like oh, she was so much better than Chloe. She was so much smarter. Her rollout was better. When she's not going to really be doing anything different. She's doing her movie. And then when her solo project is ready to drop, she's going to go on social media and do the same thing Chloe did. My album's coming out such and such. And then you're going to see her do some radio tours. And you're going to see her do some performances. And then her album's going to drop. It's going to be nothing any different. But because people want to hate Chloe and they want to make it seem like, see, it's because you was acting too raunchy. That's why we like Chloe better. You should have stayed like this. Like I said, it's the same thing with Rory, Mal, and Joe Budden. Same exact thing. Oh, we only watched Joe Budden because of Rory and Mal. Yeah, but if you look around, Ashanti, there probably has been Celine Dion, Mariah Carey's up today, but they ain't selling. That's my point. There are plenty of girls out there that's just straight singing and not doing shenanigans. They're not selling. They're not getting put on. But that's my point. And when I gave it a review, I didn't say it was amazing. I didn't say it was great. I gave it a 7. So a 7 means it's pretty good. But it's not like people out there, there are people out there doing reviews absolutely dragging like, oh, this was like the worst album ever put out. And there's only one good song out of 14 songs. Five years anniversary. Hold on. But that's my point. That's what I'm talking about, Ashanti. It's if there were people out there saying it was okay, I would have no issue with that. If you thought it was okay, that's fine. But you can't sit and tell me the album was trash. And there are people saying it's trash. So I am standing, and I know the not the Barbs, Barty gang. I know Barty. They're not gonna like it. They're not gonna like it. And I think Cardi B was talking to me when she said, I don't care what nobody says. Y'all can't tell me nothing because I'm still getting paid millions of dollars to get booked. I get it. And I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you, Barty. I'm not going to say you ain't making money. I know you're making money. I know that you set crazy records with this first album. I get it. But so did Lauryn Hill. And guess what? After 5 years, we were saying, Lauryn, where's your new music? Hell, after 3 years, we were saying that. We know what she did with the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. We get that. It's funny how money changes situations. Miscommunication turns to complication. I get it. I'm on the humble, you on every station. Some want to play Young Lauren like she dumb. I know the whole album back and forth. I get it. But after 3 years, I was like, all right, what's next? What's next? We got the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. We know what that album's about. We know it's one of the greatest albums ever made. I am very well aware. I don't even think I doubt it's that. I doubt it's that. Waiting 5 years? Nicki already dropped. I doubt it's that. Because Nicki dropped first. Cardi dropped first the first time. Cardi dropped first the first time. I seriously doubt that Atlantic is waiting on Nicki to drop, because what I always ask people and nobody can ever give me an answer. Tell me what benefit is that? Because you're going to do whatever the numbers say you're going to do anyway. You're going to stream whatever you're going to stream. So what difference does it make who drops first? That there's no benefit to that. There's no benefit to that. Because Cardi dropped Invasion of Privacy first. It's not like Nicki was like, oh yeah, she dropped first, so now I'm going to drop Queen. But Queen didn't do it the same numbers as Invasion of Privacy, and Invasion of Privacy dropped first. So what benefit is it? It's no benefit. That's just a narrative that people create to try to say, oh, she's trying to wait on Nicki. No, she's not. Nobody's waiting on nobody to drop. The only time people do that would be if they drop and they say, okay, I was going to drop this week, so I'm just going to drop next week or a week behind that. There is no drop date for Nicki. So she doesn't know when Nicki's dropping. There's no benefit to that. That's something that fans make up. There is no benefit. So that's like Doja Cat saying, I'm going to wait till SZA drop for me to drop. SZA just dropped and did crazy numbers. So does that mean Doja Cat's going to drop behind her and do more? No. She's going to do whatever she's going to do. I can't tell you the reason why. So if Nicki came out of nowhere and said, I'm dropping my album tonight, Cardi gonna drop next week? No. No. It does not matter. That matters to people who created that. These artists don't really be sitting around thinking like that. Look at all these artists that dropped when they found out Taylor Swift was dropping. Did you see Drake say, yo, 21, let's not drop this month because Taylor's dropping. Let's not drop this month. They drop what? The next week. They dropped the next week. Yes, that I do think, Darius. I think the label is having, and it's what I said before. I think the label is mad at Cardi B. I said it before, and that's probably why I got unfollowed, but I'm going to stand 10 toes down on it. You had that baby, and it pissed them off. People can get mad at me all they want. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Ask Lauryn Hill. You had your son, and shout out to you. Blessings to you. You had a beautiful kid. Never going to blame the kid. It's not their fault. But the fact of the matter is, you are in a contract with Atlantic Records, and Atlantic Records did not want you to have that baby. Period. Because if what it did was slow down the album coming out. When she got pregnant again, that slows down the release of the album. Because when you're pregnant, you're pretty much saying you're going to be down for the next 2 years. You're going to be down for the next 2 years. The album was supposed to drop around the time she released Up. It didn't. Then when she was ready to drop it, she got pregnant again. And even she said both times it wasn't expected. Well, if you're having sex unprotected, there is a chance you can get pregnant. Now, the first time, even though they really didn't want her to have her first child, the difference is the album was already done. So the big difference, the album was already done. And she had already did some shows. She just couldn't go on tour. This time, the album wasn't done yet, and they were on a time limit, a time frame, and she can get mad at me. She can deny it. I've talked to people in Atlanta. I already know how this thing, I've been in this freaking business 22 years. It's had said she's not the first one that they told don't have no baby. They threatened Lauryn Hill. Threatened. Jay-Z, Russell Simmons, everybody on her label, executives, they all threatened, the record label, producers, they all threatened Lauryn Hill. Get an abortion. That's what that song Zion was about on her album. They wanted her to get an abortion. And she said she wasn't getting an abortion. She had her child. Then she took a year off to care for the child. Have you heard from Lauryn Hill since? Nope. Yes, she's got that one great album, and everyone knows it's an amazing album. It's a legendary album. Legendary album. You can never take the miseducation of Lauryn Hill away from her. Just like you'll never be able to take away Invasion of Privacy from Cardi B. It's now 4 million. It's the second largest album by a solo female artist. Hip hop. I get it. I give you credit for that. And I wasn't trying to say you're not making money. I know you're making money. But what about your fans? Cardi B? What about your fans? The fans that stay on social media and take bullet after bullet after bullet for you. So, not real bullets, but social bullets. And they get talked about and insulted and threatened and doxxed and laughed at and ridiculed. They do all that for you. And the only thing you have back is, can't nobody tell me nothing because I'm still getting millions of dollars off this album, MF. So y'all can't say nothing. We get it. We know that. We know that. But your fans who've been defending you and rocking with you from the beginning, don't you think they deserve new music? They want to hear new music. They want to prove that you're not just a one and done. Right. But why? You should put out nerve. Just put your music out. Put your music out, B. See, if she didn't listen to me, here's the problem. This is the problem. If you had to listen to me, right, and rolled that music out the way heaven said to do it, you'd be sitting pretty. And I would have did it for half the price these clowns are charging you. I'll show you how to roll it out. The success of a second album is all about building on momentum. If you got Mo, you're going to be successful. And this second album should have been released on the Mo of WAP and Up. It should have been released on the momentum of WAP and Up. Because at that point, you was like a can't miss. It was like everything. Boom. WAP drop. Boom. Went to one. Up drop. Fought it out with Olivia Rodrigo for weeks. Boom. Goes to number one. You got back-to-back number ones. You up to 5. You're on fire. If you drop that album that very next month, play on the same theme of invasion of privacy, you're in the middle of a court battle, you call it album defamation of character, with the 2 number 1 singles, WAP and Up. What? That album would have went to number 1 immediately. It would have debuted at number 1. Plus, you'd be able to use those sales from those 2 singles. That album would drop platinum. But now, the statute of limitations might be up now. Yeah, you can still put them songs on the album, but I don't know if the numbers count now. I don't know if the numbers are going to count now. Yeah, you can put any song you want on your album, no matter how old it is. But I don't know if the numbers are going to count now. You know? Unless you re-release them, re-record them. So, hey, what do I know? Only did this for 2 decades. What do I know? She been in the game, what, 5, 6 years? I was in the game 21 and a half. What do I know? Yep, Stella. And you know why? Because she got a white audience, and the white audience ain't gonna let her flop. She may not do as good as the first album, but that's the same thing they said about Billie Eilish. Can Billie Eilish do it again? Yep. Can Ponytail do it again? Yup. Could Taylor Swift do it again? Yep. Them white artists are going to support their own. They're going to support their own. They're going to support their own. So Olivia Rodrigo, when she drop again, yep, she's going platinum again. Dua Lipa, is she going to do it again? Yup. All their artists be showing up our artists. Tariq, I agree with you. And that's fine. That's fine. But you know what? Then just say that's it. You know what I'm saying? If you aren't going to do any more music, just say that. Just tell your fans there's no need of looking for any more music. It's over. I'm going to go into other things. If you want to support me on my brands, or you want to support me with whip shots or whatever, or support me in my new movie deal, whatever, then you can support me there. But there'll be no more music. That's fine. If that's what you want to do, then just announce to the world you're not putting out any more music. Don't hold your fans hostage. Don't hold your fans hostage. And if it's for your fans, if you're putting out music for your fans, then put out music for your fans and don't worry about what happens to it. Don't worry about where it charts. See, here's the gift and the curse. Here's the gift and the curse for what Cardi started. All right? I'm old enough to remember. See, I'm not like these little fly-by-night rap fans that's only been following rap 5, 7 years, 10 years. Right? I'm old enough to remember where no rapper ever talked about Billboard. Never. No rapper talked about Billboard. I'm old enough to remember when rappers used to say, if you go number 1 on the pop charts, you're a sellout. You're a sellout. You crossing over, you a sellout. I'm old enough to remember that. Where they cared nothing about the pop charts. Now everybody is obsessed with charts. And obsessed in, oh, I'm going to, so there's nothing organic. So when people are saying organic, it's bullshit. There's nothing organic anymore. If you're manipulating streams and if you're mass buying, I don't give a damn if you sell 900K of pure sales. If that ain't 900,000 different people, it ain't organic. If you got 900,000 sales, but only 400,000 people got it, that ain't organic. So there is nothing organic anymore. In the 90s, when Wu-Tang sold 3 million albums, they sold 4 million albums. You best believe 4 million people or more had that album in their house. It wasn't they sold 4 million albums and only 3 million people got it. Because those other million, somebody bought 100 copies, 200 copies. If you ain't no record store, you ain't got no business buying that many copies. Streaming the instrumental, the such and such version, the extended version, the remix, the super remix, the acapella. That's not organic. I don't care if you're buying it. That is not organic. Organic is one sale per person. One sale per person. That's organic. An organic stream is you on your account. You can stream it all day if you want. You on your account streaming music. That's organic. So nobody is organic anymore. Nobody. Because everybody manipulates streams. Everybody mass buys. Because they want to get their record on the chart. And they want to chart higher than their nemesis or whatever. Everybody pays for ads. Everybody pays for playlisting. It ain't no one person more than the other, because if one company can do it, what makes you think the other companies ain't gonna do it? If they see one person successful doing it and they see that their label got away with it, you think other labels just gonna sit around like, hey, payola, they're using payola and getting away with it, and their artist is charting. What you think they gonna do? They gonna find out what they did and what steps they used, and guess what? They gonna do it for their artists. Everybody gonna find a loophole. Well, they didn't get caught. They didn't say nothing to them, so they better not say nothing to us. Oh, the only reason why they went number one is because they had a TikTok video. What you think eventually people who's not big on TikTok, eventually what you think they gonna do? They gonna go out and get TikTok dancers. They gonna go and get somebody to do a TikTok challenge. They're not just gonna sit around and allow other people to reap the benefits. They gonna do it too. Just like I said about baseball and steroids. Same thing. You see a dude that wasn't never hitting home runs. All of a sudden, this dude done hit 25 home runs. He got a bonus in his contract for hitting 25 home runs. And you like, wait a minute. That little nigga ain't never hit 25 home runs before. How the hell he getting a bonus? I'm better than that dude. Yo, he hit 25 home runs. The most he ever hit was 10. Find out that nigga on steroids. What you think all the dudes that'll get a bonus if they hit 25 home runs, what you think they did? They started using steroids too. If everybody using steroids, I might as well use it. You know, I want to play on an even playing field. It ain't even if they using steroids and I hate and I'm not. We gonna start using steroids. Same thing with writers and producers, right? It used to be rappers. When I was rapping, I wrote my bars and my hook and my chorus. It wasn't no, oh yeah, I'll just get somebody to help out with the chorus. No. Wu-Tang didn't get nobody to help out with M-A-T-H-O-D, man. M-A-T-H-O-D, man. M-A-T. They came up with that themselves. They came up with that themselves. They didn't go and get another writer to employ that writer to do the hook. No, they didn't do that back then. But nowadays, what do you see? If you look at all the songs back in the day, most of the time you had one songwriter and one producer. Now you look on the song, what you got? The producer, the songwriter, the artist, and then about 8 other songwriters. Like, God damn, how many people you need to put together this one song? This person came up with one line. This person came up with one word. This person came up with the melody. This person came up with the hook. And I wrote the bars. But I write my own bars, though. Because that's acceptable nowadays. People started saying we're going to get a writing team to compete with the other people who got writing teams. Screw it. I need to get me a writing team then. Remember when Kanye West first came out, he didn't have writing teams. Go look at his documentary. Go look at the Kanye Yeezus documentary. When he was writing his lyrics on napkins and paper plates, and he had to take this napkin out, take this paper plate out. He didn't have no writers then. When he did Through the Wire and all the first 2 classic albums, he didn't have no ghostwriters then. When did he start getting ghostwriters? When he started seeing the competition get younger. And people starting to go to Travis Scott and the other dude, the other Travis dude, to write their songs and write their hooks, and Soulja Boy. So Kanye West said, I can't be left in the dust. I'm going to have to get somebody that knows how to write them type of songs like Triple X, or them type of songs like Yachty, or them type of songs like Travis Scott. I got to get me them type of writers so I can appeal to the young people. So what did he do? He went out and got some young writers. See? But anyway, guys, I didn't mention that the Cash App is $Heaven Hollywood. Y'all niggas ain't gonna cash at me anyway. Shout out to Big Titties, Lovely T. I watched her last live where she was just giving commentary on what happened. She didn't break no story. She just giving commentary. And yes, I was sitting there clocking her pockets. Lovely T, she's already got damn near 1 million subscribers, right? And I think she has a Patreon. Do you know that on top of that, Lovely T got $1,300 in Super Chat? $1,300 on a live Super Chat. And then some people said, I sent you a Cash App. I got to go to the Lovely T School of Finessing because, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I got to grow some titties. I don't know. Maybe I got to do that corny dance at the beginning of my show. Maybe I need to add a corny dance. Maybe I need to say, let me pull my screens up, honey. Oh, Lovely T. Shout out to Lovely T. Stay away from me out in public. I better not ever run into her in public. Ever. Especially if she's in a setting where she's drinking. Shit. I better not ever run into her. I get on camera all the time. You're saying maybe get on camera and do your commentary. I get on camera all the time. What are you talking about? But that has nothing to do with it. Have you ever seen Impressive on camera? Kogo, shut up with that. Right. Millie don't be on camera. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. About, I'm scared. Why would I be scared? Everybody know what I look like. Scared of what? Okay, you never saw me on camera. Well, you ask everybody else in here, have they seen me on camera? You never saw me on camera. What are you talking about? Exactly. Impressive is never on camera. That's y'all's girl, though. That's y'all's girl. Y'all made her what y'all made her. Y'all made her, though. So y'all ain't got nobody to blame but yourselves. And like I said, y'all ain't got to lie to me to kick it. I told y'all that I have a certain program in YouTube. After you've been with YouTube for a while, and after you get a certain amount of subscribers, right? You can get a certain database or a certain app where I can see who goes where. And there's been a lot of y'all, I'm not saying who, there's been a lot of y'all be like, yo, Hev, yo, I fuck with you. I don't rock with her. She toxic. I don't go over there. I don't be watching her videos. And then I go to their name in my little database and it'd be like, oh, channels that so-and-so has visited in the past such and such days. T-Ass Miracle. It'd be right there. Mob Radio, T-Ass Miracle, so-and-so. It tells me everywhere y'all go. Everywhere. It tells me everywhere y'all go. So there ain't no need of lying to kick it. Don't lie to me. Because I can see where y'all go. All I gotta do is go to your profile. It tells me where everybody has went. It tells me where everybody's went. In the past, oh, this profile had visited such, what. I've never seen impressive. I think I may have seen one video. I've seen, but I'm probably the only one that's seen Ass Miracle. I'm probably the only one that's ever seen Ass Miracle. Perry know what she looked like. My live wife, she knows what she looked like. I've seen Black T Blog, yeah. I've FaceTimed with her before. I've seen Black T Blog. But I'm the only person who knows what Ass Miracle looked like. I know what she looked like. Perry know what she looked like too. And I think G, from In Case You Didn't know what she looked like. But that's it. She deleted all of her. She used to have a personal account on Instagram. But once she knew that I knew who she was, she deleted it. So she don't have it no more. Victoria, I'll put it this way. Usually when people never show their face and they talk about other people's looks, just remember this. There's a reason why they're not showing their face. I'll just put it to you like that. I'll just put it to you like that. So whenever people are showing their face and they always tear down people's looks, there's a reason why they're not showing their face. Because you can never criticize them because they've never showed their face. But these other girls are showing their faces, so she can criticize them. Why, Stella? Why do you say that? Yeah, but I get what you're saying, Viral Room, but Nicki Minaj is a pretty girl. Cardi B is a pretty girl. Like these girls, it's like people try to make it seem like these chicks are ugly with no filter. Like, yeah, Nicki might look heavier with no filter, but everybody does. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looks heavier with no filter or with no Photoshop or whatever the case may be. Or from a certain angle. If people that don't use Photoshop, they'll say, hey, don't get me from that angle. Only get me from my good side. So it's not like Nicki Minaj is ugly. You know what I'm saying? Filter, no filter, makeup, no makeup. Nicki's still good looking. Cardi B's not an ugly girl. People try to make her seem like she's ugly. It's not an ugly girl. I know ugly. I know when someone's ugly. You know? And Cardi B's definitely not ugly. Nicki Minaj is definitely not ugly. Filter, no filter. Weight, no weight. But and yeah, nah, she ain't gonna get on camera. She not gonna get on camera, Chanel. well, Viral Room, you seen it without a filter before. There were filters. Was she ugly then? All you gotta do is go back to the video when she's freestyling, or go back to where she was doing the Come Up DVD. There wasn't any filters back then. So and she pretty much has the same face. She just got a little older. So if you go back to the Come Up DVD, there weren't even a such thing as filters back then. And look at her then and say, do you think she's ugly? If the answer's no, then the answer's still no. Because she really don't look no different. She's just older. No. Her face hasn't really changed much. Like I said, she might be a little heavier, but hell, as we get older, all y'all gonna get heavier unless you lock in like Shamar Moore and some of these people, and like I'm trying to do. I'm on this new diet, by the way, new nutrition plan. Apples and oranges only for breakfast and lunch. Watch. I'm gonna tell all them young fellas out there, all you young dudes in your 20s and 30s. I'm telling y'all, I'm giving y'all fair warning. Cause come July, around July 1st, I'ma be a gorilla. No fat. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take your bitch. You better. If your girl is 24 and older, 25, you better guard your bitch, because I'm telling you, I'm coming this summer with a vengeance. I'm telling you, boy, I'm gonna be on my Shamar Moore shit. You better grab. You gonna see me? You gonna walk down the street or walk on the beach or Carabana somewhere? You better grip your bitch a little tighter than what you was. Cause you know, young girls dating older men are in. Yeah, Viral. I know Viral. Viral crazy. You know, girls, they want experience cock now. They're not really fucking with you young niggas. They're not really fucking with you young niggas like that no more. I'm just saying. Like the girls, they are starting to they trying to go somewhere else now. They trying to get some experience cock. They not fucking with you young niggas like that no more. Y'all niggas don't know how to find the squirt spot. All y'all really care about is getting your shit off. Y'all can't find the squirt spot. Because you just trying to add to your body count. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck if she nut. I'm like, I know I nutted. Them young niggas be like, I know I nutted. That's all I care about. So you got to get up with a nigga that's experienced who, hell, my body count's already high. I don't give a fuck if I add nobody else. I don't got to add nobody else until I die. And my shit is good. I don't ever, I always say that when I'm always talking, I don't ever got to fuck again in life. And I fucked enough. Trust me. I fucked plenty. So if God came down today and was like, you can't use that anymore, I'm not going to be like, oh no. I'm going to be like, okay, I get it. I get it. Oh, shit. See, Coco know what time it is. Stella, that's a good question. I don't know listen, y'all know I love Sweetie, but Sweetie may have let the time, she may have let that, again, there's that word, momentum. Momentum. Sweetie had momentum. Sweetie may have let her time pass her by. You know what I'm saying? She let her time pass her by. There was a time with Sweetie, everybody was trying to record with Sweetie. You know, Doja Cat, when Sweetie asked her, Doja Cat asked her to get on that record. Please, can I get on that record with you? Doja Cat, Sweetie wasn't even going to give a record to Doja Cat. Doja Cat was like, can I get on Best Friend? Because she heard the record through Dr. Luke. And Dr. Luke was like, this is Sweetie's record. And Doja Cat said, oh my God, Sweetie? That's during the time when everybody wanted to collab with Sweetie. She lost her momentum. I think Sweetie's problem was she changed management. She should have never changed management. Shout out to Max Goose. She should have kept Max. But then she wanted the bigger picture and she wanted to go to the bigger name. So she went over to the one that used to manage Nicki. She went over to him and his people. And it hasn't hit the same. Max, it was way more organic. He was grinding for Sweetie because he knows Sweetie's family. So he was really grinding, and Sweetie was really the only artist. So he didn't have a whole bunch of other artists to look after. He was really only looking after Sweetie. That's why Sweetie was everywhere. I'm telling you, Ashanti. Yo, Stella, I'm telling you, Stella. I'm telling you. Give me a couple more months. It's going to, Stella, if you got a nigga, I suggest when I get on camera, your nigga be in the room. Your nigga better be in the room with you when I get on camera. I'm telling you. I'm coming on no shirt on, gray sweatpants. I don't know, that might turn like I got a good male audience. That might turn my male audience off. They're like, this nigga, oh yeah, this nigga with these gray sweatpants again, no shirt. I ain't watching that nigga. I don't want to turn my male supporters off because I got a lot of cool niggas that fuck with me. Cardi B is with him now. No wonder she is outside. With who? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Nope, Nicki Minaj has still not did the deal with management. She was gonna ink the deal with them, and then at the last minute something happened. But that's always been Nicki's issue, like the management thing. She changes management so much, and that messes with her consistency. Because when every time somebody change, now they got to take their files and forward it to the new people. I think Nicki gave up on Sal a little too fast. Sal was so into Doja Cat, he was in the middle of Doja Cat and Shenseea. So Nicki had to kind of like wait her turn, and she didn't. She was more on some. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Doja Cat's on fire, but she's not the queen. You know what I mean? That's what Nicki was looking at it more like, and she didn't really want to wait around for Sal. So I think she should have stayed with him and gave him a little more time. But we'll see what happens now. Is she going to hire somebody in her management company? She managed herself for that one half an era, and she did good. But she can't continue to do that if she's going to want to sign artists, and then she's going to put out her own music and sign an artist and got to get their music out. She's going to need a manager. She's not going to be able to do that shit herself. But we'll see. Cardi B's new management is Irvin in them. I think. Well, yeah, I think so. But anyway, y'all, it's been fun. I will check y'all next time. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And hey. Coco Snow. All right, love y'all, and y'all have a great rest of your day. Ashanti, thank you for showing up. Finally, like I've been looking for you. But Reese, thank you for holding me down as always. Ashanti, holding me down as always. Everybody else, Typical Tyson, who I gotta shout out Typical Tyson because they really have been in every single live, every single members only, every single IG live. And I just want to give you your props and say, and if you could see me, like I have my hands like at my face, don't think just because we go at it sometimes and me and you get at it and get to it, don't think I don't appreciate your support, because I do see you. I do see you. And I appreciate you so much, like, from your support. I do see you. Trust me. Like, everybody that is always holding me down and always in my life, even when it's 20 people, 21 people, 10 people, most of the time it's the people that's been fucking with me. And I appreciate that from you guys. Like, you guys are, like, fucking amazing. The only reason why I'm not gonna do OnlyFans is because I know I got a kid. That's the only reason. It was like the other day before I go. The other day, like I have, me, like I used to mess with the porn industry, right? So I was on the computer the other day, and this is the same computer, even though it's a different login. It's the same computer that my daughter uses. So even though she got her own log on. So my log on, of course, is different tabs or whatever. And I was on there the other day on my bookmarks. I was looking at all this fucking porn I had. I was like, you know what? It might be a good idea to get this shit off this computer just in case my daughter logs into my shit one day. So I had to remove all that shit of my login. Shit, I had a sex tape. Like, from speaking of young shit, I had a sex tape from with that Taurus. I saw it the other day. It was the first time I saw it in like 3 years. Oh, child. Your boy be putting in work. But I was like, man, let me get this fucking sex. So then I hit her up like, yo, I hit the girl up that I got the sex tape with. And I was like, do you want, I look what I found, blah, 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 type of shit. So then I said, now mind you, we haven't slept together in like over 2 years, right? So I said, you want the tape? Found the tape. Do you want the tape? Let me tell you what this chick said. And she got a nigga. She lived with her nigga. She said, oh, boy, I watched that I jerked off to that the other day. She was like, please, I don't need no copy of that. I got that. I used that the other day. Oh, man. So I wouldn't do an OnlyFans, right? I wouldn't do OnlyFans. I thought about it. I really did think about it, but I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do no OnlyFans. I'll leave that to the chicks. I'll leave that to the chicks. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys. Well, yeah, let me go pick my kid up. I'll see you guys later. Peace.